Tēnā koutou, Jarom Hippolite tōku ingoa. I live in Porirua, so one of the many of our iwi who are residing outside of Aotearoa, and always keen to help our iwi in whatever way I can. So I am the mokopuna of Ben and Tammy Hippolite and Waka and Sonia Parai. My parents are Frank and Karina Hippolite, and I'm married to Kalisa Simon, and we have 3 kids, Kiwa, Hava and Araya, and I think that's our whānau at the moment, so kia ora.
Why have you decided to accept a nomination for this year's Ngāti Koata Trust Board elections?
For me, I feel that I'm halfway through a project. I've been on the board for the past 3 years, and although I have been a past employee of the Trust, I still spent a lot of that time learning and also contributing, but I learned a heck of a lot, and I feel that because I've been able to use the past 3 years to take in as much information as I can, I feel that if I can have another 3 years as a trustee on the board, I'll be better equipped to support the mahi that the Trust is doing, and in turn support all the whānau for Koata. So that's what I'm keen to do.
What are the skills and experience you will bring to the board?
So I have a legal background, so I'm able to understand just how the Trust operates within the law, and that helps me to just share I guess my knowledge with the trustees, and just interpret some of the rules that we have, just to make sure that we're doing things right. Also, I worked in the environmental sector, supporting Ngāti Koata, so I understand how to support our aspirations from a Te Ao Māori perspective and from the Koata perspective in regards to our taiao. I was past environmental manager a few years ago, but I think that from that background I can support the work that the Trust is doing, and offer any guidance when they see fit. And also I've been working in the educational sector recently, and I have a passion for education and our whānau furthering their education to achieve the aspirations that they have, and the knowledge that I've gained, the networks that I've been able to be a part of, help me to just guide, I think, the Trust around those areas that we want to focus on, education, environments, and all those sort of things. So yeah, keen to bring that to the table.
What do you believe are the biggest concerns facing our iwi today, and how do you think the board can best address these concerns?
The biggest concerns that our iwi face are similar to a lot of other iwi, especially those who are based remotely. So for us, majority of our iwi members reside outside of Aotearoa, outside of Te Tauihu, and I think a big issue is trying to make sure that those iwi members feel connected to Ngāti Koata, because it's an awesome thing to understand your identity. It gives you confidence to embrace any challenge that you may face, and also it's awesome to go around the country or around the world to see our Koata whānau representing us and doing well in their respective fields. So finding a way to connect with our whānau outside of Aotearoa I think that the Trust has done a good job so far of that. They've come up with some, creative ways to share some of the knowledge that we have of our rohe, of our tikanga, of our kōrero, with our whānau. I think the board can do more. We can support our trust to do more for our whānau and encourage them to learn about our reo, our tikanga, our pūrākau, to understand the challenges that their tupuna face coming down from Kāwhio to Tauihu. I think that's an awesome thing to focus on, and I'd like to see the board address that concern. Another one that I and many other people have noticed is just for our whānau members to be available to contribute to the iwi, but also to achieve their own aspirations, and that comes down to being financially free. And in my eyes, being financially free is done through education. If you can have a good education and have a good career, you have a lot more time available to support our iwi. You have a lot more time to learn te reo, a lot more time to pursue other endeavours that will benefit you and your whānau. So that's a big thing for me, is if our trust, if we can do more for that. I think we at the moment we're doing a lot. We offer scholarships and encourage our whānau to take up education. We've got a lot of whānau, not just in Nelson, Tauihu, not just in Aotearoa, but Australia, Hawaii, America. If we can do something for those whānau to encourage them to take up further education, to support them, and then eventually they'll be available to contribute back to Koata, and also to achieve their own aspirations, which is awesome. And then I think another concern is also going along with that is housing, employment. I think currently the Trust and KL are looking at ways to open up opportunities for our whānau to own homes. So that's exciting to see. There are many tools that we can use to increase home ownership within the iwi, and I'd like us to tap into as many of those tools as possible, whether that's workshops or freeing up land, or just providing options to whānau to own a home in Te Tauihu or hopefully in Aotearoa. And then also employments, partnering with different industries, different companies to open up opportunities, whether there's secondments, interns, whatever, for our Koata whānau who are interested in those different areas. We have a lot of businesses that we deal with, and I think it's good if we can tell them now's the time that they should open up their doors for our Koata whānau to be employees within their businesses. So those are some of the things that I'm keen for the board to address.
If you are elected, what is something you would like to achieve personally as a trustee of Ngāti Koata Trust in your 3-year tenure?
Something that I would like to achieve would be to increase the number of Koata whānau who can contribute to the mahi of the Trust. Like I said before, we've got majority of our whānau who live outside of the rohe, and just looking at the calibre of candidates that we have in this election is it's exciting to see. We've got some talented people, talented whānau, and it'll be a great opportunity for us to tap into them. So I'd like us to increase that number, who can support the mahi of the trust in whatever way. In the past, we had associate directors, the program set up. So that's something that I'd like us to continue, and just tap into all of our talented whānau, to invite them to share their talents with the trust, to build up our people, so that we can all thrive, we can all flourish. That's what I like to see. And just to wrap up, big mihi to all the candidates who are running this election. Whether I or you guys get on, it'd be awesome to have you guys representing our iwi at the board level, and can't go wrong when you listen to the people, provide some direction, and listen to good guidance that we have from our kaumātua and also our kaimahi in the office.